Man, I really need a vacation. Tired of these open roads. Not in here. That's better.
How's it going, guys? My name is Shawn. Welcome to Venom Racing, and today we're in the tropical island of Oahu, Hawaii. Today we're going to explore the whole perimeter of the island and see as much as we can in one day. And what better way to do it than in a C8 Corvette with the top down, revving out that mid-engine Corvette. Enough talk, guys. Let's get in the car and let's rev it out and let's go see this island. Alright guys, so we're going to start off the journey. We're leaving Honolulu at this time. We just passed the Diamond Head State Park. There was no parking available, but we got the best part of it. We went through the tunnel, and that was fun in this car, especially the downshifts. Sounds so good. Another complaint I have about this hippie-friendly place known as Hawaii, these damn paper straws. I mean, if you don't drink your coffee fast enough, it just disintegrates the straw, and then you're like sipping on it, and like, yeah, it gives you issues. So, plastic straws for the win. Alright guys, so the next stop we're going to stop is, to be honest with you, I don't know just yet, but we're just going to keep on taking this highway. We're going to run the perimeter of the island, and we're just going to stop every stop we can see and get the most out of this. Maybe even go off-roading in the C8. Probably not, because I don't want to get charged for that, but let's keep on going. Because there's a road that John told me that I should go down. It's Nudist Camp Road. You think I should go down it, John?
Do it! You won't?
Oh. Alright guys, so now we stopped at this location. It's called the Hanauma Bay. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, pretty bad, but it doesn't matter because this place is beautiful. Look at that crystal clear blue water. That is amazing, guys. Just check this out. Well guys, the sick footage you just saw, we almost lost that. We almost lost the drone. The drone actually took out a few tree limbs. Surprisingly, that little DJI Air S2 is a pretty decent drone. Can't believe like he was cutting down tree limbs. I was like, oh shit. But nope, we still have the drone. We still have the footage. If it's in the video, if it's not, we lost the drone. So let's get back in the car and let's get back on the road. Let's go ahead and talk about the exterior while we're out here. So this Corvette has a Z51 performance package on it, so it has the bigger brakes. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on it. It's also got the performance exhaust as well too. Gotta admit, this is a sharp looking car. I mean, I've seen videos and pictures online before, but to actually have one in person, to be driving it, it's a whole different experience. I will say though, I'm not a big fan of the tail lights in the rear end, but that's just one minor complaint. With the top down, I mean, it looks like an exotic car. Chevy did an amazing job on this car, just on the looks. I love the front end, the headlights, everything else as well too. Right, another thing guys, I'm not a real fan of how this is color matched. This little bit right here, I think it would look better if it was black or in carbon fiber, but check this out where the door handle's out. It's hidden. That's really sleek. That's really nice design by Chevy. When you come in, you're greeted with the Stingray badge right here, and this guy, he packaged this one out with the Z51 package like I was saying earlier. It has the GT2 bucket seats with carbon fiber inserts. Honestly, if I was gonna buy a C8, this would be the seats I would buy. They're very comfortable, they hold you in there, but they're actually pretty comfortable for just daily driving. And then we hop into this cockpit. It's like a fighter jet, honestly. It's really focused on the driver, mainly. You have all your controls right here if you're heated, cooled seats, air conditioner. You have a nice tablet right here that gives you all the information that you need. Another thing is too, it has, I love the digital gauges. That's really nice touch on Chevys. So just start it up right there, push button start. Let's see here. You have your digital gauges right there. You can turn it into Z mode, which you can program it to how you would like your steering, suspension, brake feel, all that good stuff. You can also turn on your overhead display, which is really nice. If you guys can see that in the camera right now. I'm really liking this black and white interior. It's a very clean look on this car, especially on the red. Don't know how it'll hold up, if it'll get dirty or not, how dirty that'll be, but I guess we'll find that out. Another thing is cool too right here is that this is a charging right here, wireless charger on the back side. Chevy did a really good job on this car. And if you want to put the convertible top up, you just press this and hold this button right here. And if you can see right behind me, guys, the convertible top goes up just like that and locks it in. Oh, and I'm about to get kicked out of this parking lot. Alright guys, so apparently this is a private location that we're not supposed to film around here, so let's get out of here. But first things first, the main thing you gotta do if you have the convertible Corvette is press the button and let's take this top down, guys, and let's get back on the road to our next location. So earlier in this video, I was talking about the interior. Well, one thing I want to talk about right now while we're driving is the sounds this car makes. This thing is optioned out with the Bose sound system, and it sounds really good. But let's be real, guys. If you're buying a C8 Corvette, you want to hear that mid-engine V8 revving out. So that's my one complaint, which is a minor complaint because it can be fixed aftermarket. I have the exhaust valves opened up all the way, and it still sounds a little neutered, to be honest with you. I wish I could hear a little bit more here. The screams and downshifts and like just the rev matching sounds amazing. But I just want a little bit more volume, to be honest with you. But again, it's a minor complaint because you can fix that in the aftermarket. Chevrolet has done an amazing job with the interior of this car and also the technology they put inside the C8 Corvette. One thing that the Corvette has never been known for is good interior quality. It's never aged very well and it kind of looks kind of plain. But they did a really good job in the C8 Corvette. I almost feel like I'm in something like a supercar at most. A lot better. It's a very good design. I really enjoy it. Another thing about the technology that I really enjoy is that the front lift suspension. If you ever see, like when you're going to all these national parks, especially in Hawaii, other places, there'll be a lot of speed bumps. Well, are you afraid of scratching your splitter? You don't have to worry anymore. With the press of a button, it raises the front end up and you're good to go. You go right over it, then you can press it right back down, the front end lifts back down. That's very nice. Also with the technology, I'm really liking this wireless charging system for my phone because since I'm using it as my main GPS using Apple CarPlay, because they have wireless Apple CarPlay, which is really nice as well too. Because like I've told y'all guys before, once you go Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, there's really no going back. So my phone's been using a lot of data and it's only 10 in the morning, so it's already at 0.5%. So having this wireless charger right here in the center console, throw your phone in the back and you're good to go, guys. All right, next stop, we're gonna stop at this Cocoa Head Crater. So let's go check it out, guys. I think it's an active volcano.
At the next stop sign,
I might be wrong.
Turn left.
All right, guys, so here's our next stop. This is the Cocoa Crater, and we're gonna climb all the way up there. I haven't ate breakfast yet, so I'm probably gonna get pretty hungry at the end of this. Let's see if we can make it. I think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. All right, guys, we're about halfway up now. Update. That's what we're looking at right now. And now we have an area where if you slip, you're pretty much screwed. All right, so we made it to the very top of this mountain, and there's a great panoramic view. And the one good thing is we have not died yet, but we still have to go back down, so there's still a chance for that. All right, let's go get something to eat. Even while you're driving, slow down to under, I want to say it's 25 miles per hour, and check this out, guys. We can go ahead and pull the top down while we're driving.
In 3/4 of a mile,
No reason
turn
to
right
stop.
onto Luna.
Let's talk about the real reason you buy one of these C8 Corvettes. It's got an LT2 engine making 495 horsepower, 470 torque, made it to an 8-speed dual clutch transmission that flies through the gears and gives you 0 to 60 in less than 2.8 seconds. Let's give it a go, guys. Downshift. Oh man. It's got so much grip going around these mountains. It's insane, guys. It's too easy to go fast when you have these paddle shifters just fly through the gears. It's so quick and has so much grip. I cannot give Chevrolet enough praise for the suspension as well too. It just goes over these bumps. You don't even really feel it. The magnetic ride on this car is amazing. I honestly think it feels better than my Shelby GT350, the suspension wise. You know, I'm more of a manual transmission guy myself, but after going through these little mountains right now, these curved roads with this dual clutch transmission, I mean, it never skips a beat. It feels so good just going through the gears. It just does it so well, guys. This is insane. You gotta drive one of these. There's just no other way to explain it. So So halfway through the drive on the island, I went ahead and stopped for lunch. And I got a poke bowl. Well, I mean, in Hawaiian fashion, we got to stop and do that. But I know what you guys are wondering. Where are John and Zach at? Well, Zach tried to make it, but in typical Ford fashion, his Mustang broke down on the way to the airport. John, on the other hand, he actually made it. He made it to the airplane, but he got detained by the airport security for violating himself on the airplane to the pictures of the C8 Corvette.
Masturbating on an airplane.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal too.
Yeah, maybe after 9/11 where everybody got so sensitive. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Some guys just can't handle themselves. So that leaves me to explore Oahu in peace. So now we're at the Baido-In Temple, and this is a monument that was to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of Japanese immigration into Hawaii. Pretty cool place. I would have got more drone footage, but I got in trouble for flying up the drone. So yeah, so let's go get back on the road and let's hit the next destination. Another cool thing about the C8 Corvette is that it almost has like a BMW iDrive setup where it has a little scrolling wheel, and you can actually scroll through different driving modes. There's track mode, sport mode, and there's actually a custom mode inside here as well too, that you can program it to how you like the car exhaust note to be. So if you open up the valve all the way, or how rough you want the suspension to drive, if it's going to be very stiff or very soft. Or you can also set up the steering feel as well too, and you can save that under your own custom settings under the Z setting, which there's a Z button on the steering wheel, which makes it a quick and easy access button. So when you get in the car, you just press the button. You don't have to go through a whole bunch of menus to go and figure out how you want your car to drive when you go take it for a drive. That's the one complaint I have about the Mustang. It's kind of a pain. If you want to set up custom settings, you got to kind of flip through a few switches. A little minor complaint. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here and just kind of sum up the whole entire day. So I know a lot of people say that Oahu, Hawaii is not the best island to go check out. Everyone is going to recommend going to Maui or the Big Island, and they say just fly out of here. This is like their destination into the Hawaii Islands, and then you go anywhere else. But I can say after exploring the whole entire day, it is a beautiful island, and I would definitely say it's worth a visit at least just for one day and do like how I did to get a rental car, rent a car, and maybe a C8 Corvette, and then just kind of go from there. I will say that I didn't really see a lot of sports cars running around. I saw one NSX, but that was about it. I can say that the C8 Corvette, it is a great grand touring car. I went around this whole entire island, and I still feel really refreshed. I really enjoy this car. It makes me even consider that I kind of want to sell the Shelby, to be honest with you. It's such a great car. I thought I would miss not driving a manual transmission, but honestly, it's still fun to go through the paddle shifters. I will say one thing about this island. You would think it'd be a fun driving experience because there's a lot of winding roads to the mountains, but the issue is most of the speed limits are 35 miles per hour, so it kind of limits what you can do, and there's actually quite a bit of police around here too as well. So that's one issue that I ran into today. So I've been not being able to actually take advantage of the full C8. It's a fun car, it's a very capable car, but I'm not able to even really see what it can do for the most part. I even want to do a 0 to 60 to check out the 0 to 60 time with the little timer they have on this built in, but I was not able to because I couldn't find a good stretch of road to do it because there's so many other slow traffic out there, and plus the speed limit is 35 miles per hour. So really the roads here are great roads. It's really great views, but there's not a whole lot you can do with the cars. You know, you can't really have much spirited driving unless you want to go to jail. But I will say that it was a great day today. I think the C8 Corvette is a really great car. I mean, capable at the track, but it's also a very comfortable grand touring car as well too. I really want one after today's experience with this car. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video with the C8. I had a great time today exploring the island and also recording a lot of footage for y'all, and not really reviewing the C8. I would love to drive one and actually be able to kind of test it a little bit better, but this is what we have. These are the roads we're dealt with. So but guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow I'm gonna go do the Stairway to Heaven hike the legal way. We'll see how that turns out. Let's see if I even survive after that. But I'll throw a little bit of footage at the top. But for now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. I'm gonna go get me a nice strong drink. It's gonna be well deserved after today's adventure, and I guess I'll see y'all on the next one if I make it down the Stairway to Heaven. Update, day number 2. I've lost my tour group. I've been surviving like guavas. I killed a wild boar out here. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. And that side you're falling off, that side you're falling off. We'll see, keep you updated. We might be going to the real stairway to heaven. All right guys, this is the way up, only by rope. It's a quick way down.